Welcome to Beyond Brave. I'm Kyla, and here's where we dive into stories of hope, bravery, and laughter. Millions followed our journey with my daughter Bella, but now it's time to go beyond the headlines and highlight reels to those raw, real moments I haven't shared anywhere else. So are you ready to go beyond brave? Let's dive in.
But if you want it to be perfect, you can make it perfect.
Welcome, Bravelings. Hello, and welcome back to Beyond Brave with your hosts, Lyle and Kyla Thompson.
Hi.
Hi, Mary. I literally just got off the road, and we are sitting down to record because life be like that. We've been busy, but here I am in the chair.
Unless you want to record a podcast with Waylon around us.
No, yeah, we got to get this done because he is going to be home from school soon.
Yeah, we tried that once.
And also when he goes to bed, it's like he's not always sleeping and then he gets up and then it's like interruptions. So it's like during the afternoon is better.
If you didn't hear our podcast with Waylon, it's for very good reasons.
Oh, right. We never did air that one, did we?
No, I think it was uneditable.
I had high hopes for that. And then it was like just.
But you expect a lot out of him.
He was just excited and like being a goof in front of the camera. That's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, it was pretty good. There'd be good outtakes from it.
There would be good outtakes. Yes, it would be good outtake reel.
Yeah.
For that one.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day, hon.
Yeah,
I bought you Doritos.
Yeah, I know my
You've seen me in 3 days.
Cool Ranch Doritos. It's great.
And like no wifey, just bachelor.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like it.
I get lonely.
Yeah. I had a very opposite last 3 days, which we'll get into. But today we're gonna talk about Lyle has a mystery topic. I don't know what it is because I legit just got off the highway and sat down and he's like, let's podcast. So Lyle's mystery topic, the gala event, the Hearts Desire Gala.
Can you tell I was lonely? I was like probably dog looking out the window.
You were, I could pull into the garage and I'm like finishing a text and I look up and you're standing there with your coffee like, come inside.
It's not like I was stressed. I mean, it's not like it's not like the house was crazy or anything. It was just,
no.
I guess boredom.
I need you here. Okay, the Hearts Desire Gala, Lyle's mystery topic. So a real special tip I just got recently from counseling that I want to share with everyone, and some interesting Valentine's Day facts and debates. Let's get started.
You pulled out some facts?
Yeah, I did. I'm fast like that.
Where'd you get off the road from?
Okay, so we're not starting with your mystery topic?
No.
Okay.
If we have time. I
just did a keynote. I want to say it's my second not keynote, but second talk that I was giving. Like since Bella had passed. So since Bella had passed, I had talked to a group of high school students, which was amazing. It was awesome. It was really good. I was so happy to do it. And then I had this keynote at the Hearts Desire Gala, which supports medical moms. It supports our local Ronald McDonald House in Saskatoon and our local Children's Hospital, Jim Pattison's. And I was really, really happy to be a part of it. I attended with my medical mom friend, Ashley. Her and I both, this Hearts Desire Gala is put on by my event planner friend, Jen. Her business is Embers Productions. And she's been hosting this and producing this gala for a few years. And every year, Ashley and I are in hospital with our kiddos. This is the first one we actually got to attend. And it was really, really powerful. It was real. The other two keynotes were Jess Jansen, who is a medical mom I know from Calgary. She is 9 years out from losing her son, Lewiston. And she has on her Instagram, she runs many fundraisers for the cause for his muscular, oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the acronym for it, but he passed away due to a muscular dystrophy disease, I believe. And then the other keynote speaker was Coach Carrie, who I'd never seen before. She is a professional speaker and she is just that. She's a coach and she gives these talks on just amazing life advice. And she was so good to listen to. Like I can see why she does what she does. Yeah. It was amazing. And I needed it. I needed both their stories. And I was happy to also be a part of it and share our story.
How long were you up there for?
I had 30 minutes.
And you kicked things off?
I was the first keynote speaker. Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah. There was.
I've never seen you go less than an hour.
I practice and practice. I got it down. I think I have it on my phone. Coach Carrie recorded it for me. Mm-hmm. And I think it was actually under 30 minutes from the time I went on stage and got off. Like I did, and it was like 26 minutes. I did freaking awesome according to time. Yeah, because I've gone over before and it doesn't feel good.
And you have some photos and a couple videos, some multimedia. No,
yeah,
not sure a lot.
I had a good balance. It was like I talk a couple paragraphs, photo or video, talk a couple paragraphs, photo or video, and then everything I talked about related to the video I had up or the picture I had up.
Right.
So it was like telling a story with images as well, which I was the only keynote that night that did that. Jess had a little bit. Coach Carrie had some really helpful, like almost I want to say like PowerPoints, but it was I really loved it. It hit differently being able to talk to medical moms in the room and then knowing that the whole fundraiser was for these medical moms too and the places that they need, like the hospital and the Ronald McDonald House.
And this was the first big keynote you've done since Bella passed. How was that different for you? It's
been hard because so many of the ones we did before she passed, we did together.
Right.
We did, keynote speakings for Saskabilities, Make-A-Wish, on Mother's Day. Like there was quite a few to our local high school. We talked about, she shared her bravery and I shared organ donation information and advocacy. And so it was, and this keynote I was giving was planned and booked before she passed as well. So it was a really hard shift in deciding what I wanted to share.
Yeah.
But not hard in a sense that it's just like my purpose is laid out and it's set and it's like I talked in my talk to everyone there in my speech. It's weird calling it a speech. I like calling it a talk because I don't like talking at the audience. I like talking with the audience and like relating with them. So during my talk, I was like, it's like Bella handed off the torch of bravery to me and I don't want to let that go out and I'm handing it off to you as I was speaking to the crowd. And so it was about her bravery, her legacy, and how I'm handing that torch to them. And will you help me carry this torch and share bravery with everyone in this world in the way Bella would want and in the way Bella has?
Yeah.
And
it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So and it just really there was no nerves this time.
I don't know how you don't get it. Nerves. It's crazy.
You've mentioned that before. I really don't get nervous. I mean, my background is teaching.
You feel a little bit nervous. Are you taking it seriously up there?
Well,
I'm joking.
Like that. Well, no, I am. I'm taking it seriously, but at the same time, I always think about how I feel like I've been to so many presentations. So I always think about like when I'm the audience member, what I get most out of someone's talk when they're on stage is seeing, knowing, and feeling they're connecting with me.
But that's not easy to do.
It's not. But if their talk is putting me to sleep or it's about a subject I can't relate to, that right there is like, no, like get off the stage. So I always make a purpose. I'm like, I need to relate with this audience. What audience am I speaking to? And I will tailor my talk to that.
Yeah, you spend days writing. I'm like, you can't do this. You got to like hone in on it. I guess you take chunks out of other talks and
yeah. It's a lot more work to do it that way because it's a lot more sitting down, thinking, researching, understanding, and really because I have so many avenues I could go with our story.
Yeah.
So many, I could spend 1 hour talking about our first year in hospital and the things I learned from that, let alone 10 years, right? There's so many different avenues of advocacy. There's actual organizations we're fundraising for. Then there's the, rare disease advocacy, which rare disease day is coming up the end of February. There's organ donation. And then there's Ronald McDonald House, the Sick Kids Hospitals, everything that has affected Bella, newborn skid screening.
That we basically had an intersection with.
Right. There's so many things. And, the way the different hospitals interact in our country between provinces and support for medical moms.
So what's your vibe up there? Is it kind of like a coach like the keynote was, or is it mostly just story and kind of relating it to people in the audience?
I think mine was similar to Jess, but that's also because we're both medical moms.
Sure.
And really advocating for support for these organizations. That was my focus around the topic of Bella's bravery.
Right.
This is what she taught us. This is how we need to carry on her torch.
I really like that message.
Yeah, that was, yeah. And I knew my audience, it would resonate with them.
What was the theme of the night?
It's Hearts Desire Galentines. And so, and so, oh my
So
gosh.
that got me out of Valentine's pressure.
Yes.
Why did it take
100%.
2 nights to go?
Also, okay, so here's why. We got to get into some of the little tidbits of the event that I found were just like amazing. And then I also...
What were they?
Well, no, wait. You can't do this. I just was like, what was I going to say?
The tidbits.
Okay, but then you said something about Valentine's Day. Oh, okay. We need to talk about Wednesday, Thursday, and today. Yeah, okay. Because Wednesday was my birthday. Thursday was the Valentine's Hearts Desire Gala event that a keynote spoke. And
I love that your birthday is right before Valentine's Day.
You know what? I do too. I was talking to this with my friend, and I'm like, good job, Mom, because like my mom gave birth to me on February 12th. And it's like, I still get everything of my birthday, but I still get so much love and sharing the love on Valentine's Day. Like, it's not like the kids that get duped on like Boxing Day birthdays. You know, it's like, oh, their birthday totally gets like on the back burner because Christmas just happened.
That is what happens to you. What are you talking about?
No, no, because my birthday comes before Valentine's.
Okay. And
are you saying you don't give me anything for Valentine's? You do.
Oh, yes. I will go along with that. Yeah.
Maybe I am like not aware. I've always liked it. I liked it because my birthday became before Valentine's.
I don't care what comes first, Valentine's Day or your birthday, but it's nice that they're back to back.
It's easier for whoever I've dated in the past, or you.
Or me.
You can blend them together, but I still see you.
All the guys you dated, it was easy for them too.
Let's get into that. Let's dive deep. No. Okay, can we get back to the tidbits from the actual event that I really
I would love to.
Okay, so we'll get back. We will discuss Valentine's shortly. I have some debates for it.
All right.
Okay, anyways. So, number one, my friend Jen, who said she set up this whole event and got everything together for this amazing cause, she talked about there was 5 children who had passed away since she started Little Wonders, and Little Wonders was the organization that she created to help support medical moms, I think specifically in Saskatoon. And so she paid tribute to those children that had passed since starting Little Wonders. And of course, one of those were Bella. And having me there tonight, she had all the runners on the table. The silk satin runners were this beautiful pink. And she did that for Bella, and she announced that when she started the evening. And I just thought that was amazing that she paid tribute to Bella in that way. Not only that, but the runners matched my dress. Jen directed me towards the dress co in Saskatoon, and they helped me pick out my beautiful dress for the gala. And I love it. It's this spaghetti strap, pink fuchsia, kind of a slip dress. And I jazzed it up with like boots and a nice like fluffy sweater while I was falling asleep.
Oh man. This is what people want to hear.
Do you comment on my outfit? They want to know what you think about it.
Sure they do. I have no idea.
They're like waiting for you to be like, it was kind of huge. It was a little bit.
It was a little short.
I know, it was freaking short.
How high up was the stage?
Okay, I was laughing. Okay, Ashley and Amy, my friends Ashley and Amy came with me. We were laughing because they had a camera crew, and the camera guy's like holding it down at his knees, and he's like getting views of like all the keynote
Are you
speakers.
sure he was paid to be there?
What do you mean?
Come on.
Oh, no, I don't get it. What do you mean?
Oh, he had the camera way down here.
Well, he's pointing it up at the speaker on the stage. But when I'm sitting there, I'm facing the camera.
That's my joke there.
I just missed something, but
like a creeper with a camera.
Okay, this is what I'm getting at, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there and I have the shirt. So when you sit down, it was like, holy crap, this dress is a shirt. So I'm using the napkin from the table over my knees, and Ashley and Amy are howling at me because I'm like, and because the camera guy's coming by like with his camera. And as he walks towards me, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm like trying to cover it up. Like, Ashley's like, keep your legs closed, she says. But he would turn the camera to face up at the stage to the speaker. But it's like when he's coming at you at that angle, it's like, oh God.
Yeah.
Keep your legs closed. Anyways, I got this beautiful dress that was quite short, but it was great when I was standing. And it matched the pink runners that Jen had on the tables for Bella. And I just thought that was a beautiful touch. I also really loved how both speakers, Coach Carey and Jess Jansen, referred to me during their talks. And I don't know, maybe that's because I went first, like before them. But there was one special story that Coach Carrie talked about that I was just like, I wanted to like cry. It was so special.
Well, tell me.
So she was on stage giving her talk, and I think it was part of her introduction. And I'd followed her on Instagram for a while, and I knew of her, but I had never met her, known like her full story. And she did the research and came to know Jess and I on our stories, of course, before she came and gave this talk. And of course, knowing that the medical moms would be there. And it's crazy because I just gave my talk and I talked about like things you can do in Bella's honor to help other medical kids, like donate blood. And she gets up there, and I didn't know this, and she tells the story. She's like, knowing I was coming here today to give this talk to you all, she's like, I did something for the very first time. And she was petrified, scared of needles. She did the thing. She's like, I was brave. I went and I gave blood for the first time. And she's like, you know what? It was not that bad. Like, she's like, I got juice. Everything went great. And she was like, I knew I couldn't be here today and stand on this stage in front of you, but I haven't actually put in effort to try and understand what you've
that's cool.
Close to something you guys have been through.
Sure.
And I was like, how freaking amazing is that? Like, you know,
could have picked something better.
Yeah.
To like,
yeah,
it's doable.
Yeah.
And it's action oriented. That's cool. Wow, what a coach.
It was awesome. I was like, good on you, Coach Carrie. Like, that is freaking awesome. And it was like after my speech when I was like, if you guys could please donate blood, plasma, register to be an organ donor. And then she came up there and said that. I was like, yes. It was really, really, really great. And then Jess Jansen also had a story in amongst like where she was sharing and about how she was brave. And she would reference me and she'd point at me and she'd look at me. And it was just like to have that connection with a keynote speaker when they're on stage, like that's so meaningful and so powerful. You know, they're not just up there memorizing what they have said over and over and over again. They're connecting with you and they're relating with you. And I think that's really important.
So Kyla loves a keynote speaker that talks about her.
More specifically,
I really love they talk about me. Their speeches. It was so perfect.
I just was like really thankful and it was meant a lot. And I meant more specifically with the audience. If you can talk with the audience, not just at them, I think that's very
but important. Actually, even when you say specifically, you do specifically mean you.
That was a very nice
generally but specifically me.
But specifically me. No, I was just I mean, that's always helpful, right? Is like the people that get it when it's like good on you for carrying your daughter's legacy on in this way. And they're like, yes, they understand, like, yeah, talk about her. Mm-hmm. Like, this is important and I'm happy you're doing what you're doing and it's helped me. And this is how it's helped me. And like, that's what matters, right?
You finally got home now?
I'm finally home. I'm not done talking about the gala.
I'm glad I rushed you in. I said, let's just record now because...
Well, yes. Yeah. We have a half hour.
I might as well hear about it now.
Exactly. I can fill you in on everything. So in regards to our last podcast, I remember I had brought up Laura Jackson's book, Signs, which I'm still working on finishing, which I still have so much more of her book to get
on page now? Page 30?
What's I on 20? I'm on 21. No.
Woo.
I did bring it with me and I read a little bit more, but just going back to the same thing, I feel like I'm in this season of grief where I'm finding more relief in connecting with Bella, and this keynote and talking about her and sharing her legacy, and even just this podcast in general, feeling that connection is helping me feel better. Mm-hmm. If I can put it in simple terms, I'm not feeling so like lost in this depressive, dark state. Like it's like I feel
the same way. And you being gone for 2 days, I mean, before
wouldn't be good.
You look forward to it. I get to place myself, a little bit like that vibe. And I knew coming into these 2 days, I'm like, this is not going to be great. And it wasn't great. I had some friends come over last night, but it's not you. I mean, you still get that. Yeah. And it's changed since Bella passed away. Yeah. It's different.
I was going to say.
I knew doing this would be nice to really switch it up. Yeah. Get me out of a rut.
Yeah. Closer to her passing, neither of us, I think it was very hard to be away from each other just because that grief was so heavy. It was like scary for me in some senses to be just like away from you, or for long periods of times. It was like, I can't handle this. I need you. Not like a crutch, but like you're going through it. So I need you. whether we're both just at home in a puddle or we're driving to get gas together. It was just, things were easier, but now we are able to.
We're lucky to have that.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot of people have that. I still can't imagine people that have to go through that type of grief alone. But as I was mentioning earlier, with this book, I have felt more confident in this stronger connection with Bella in asking for signs. And I need to read more of her book and figure out if she talks about this. And I have invited her on the podcast, which also isn't, but my next question is like, when I'm still like, I'll pray in the morning and I'll talk to God and I'll say, Bella, I love you. Mommy's here. I know you're here. I know you're with me. I don't need proof of that. But if you want to send mom a little like wink today, I'll frame it as like, if you want to send me a wink today, I would love it. I love you. And I'm like, if you don't have time, don't worry about it. I know you're busy, having fun up there in heaven and, looking out for your friends or playing in the clouds. And I'll just talk to her like this, like she's in the room. And then I'll say, honey, if you really want to, I was like, let's think of something between you and me that if you have time for today, you can send me a little wink. And I sat there for a minute leaning over the sink and I thought, okay, so the other week when we were in Disneyland, I asked her for a giraffe and that came through in a number of ways. And then I was like, it just came to my head. I was thinking pink polka dot bow. And
like minis.
Kind of like Minnie Mouse. And I was like, yeah, pink polka dot bow. Let's do that. And I was like, what do you think? And I just waited for a minute. I was like, to see if anything else came to my mind. And I was like, okay, let's go with it. Pink polka dot bow. I was like, if you don't show it to me tonight, that's fine. If it takes a week, great. I was like, just, honey, if you want to show me a pink polka dot bow at some time, I will know that's you.
That was the gala event, right?
Yeah.
And we saw it.
So,
pretty good odds of it happening now.
No, well, I was thinking, no, like gala night is like, it's like formal, pink polka dot is like little kids.
It's not like Mickey Mouse years at Disneyland.
It's not like we're at Disneyland anymore, right?
Sure.
And so, and it's just what came to my head. And I think I know why now, because I go to the event and, first of all, there's a trade show. So her sign came to me twice. There's a trade show with all these lovely women in their businesses. And this one, and I didn't write down her name, I should have, but she had, she's Native American and she had her daughter and hers sewing of moccasins and the special skirts that they wear that are often with like the floral print and the stripes that represent what they want that skirt to represent. And one of them, so it's not typical of the Native culture to have Hello Kitty.
No, you're right.
And one of her skirts, all these skirts had these like Native patterns and beading and leather. And one skirt for a little girl had Hello Kitty on it with the pink polka dot bows.
No.
And I was like, you don't see that. And
Did you talk to her about it?
No, I couldn't. I was too stunned in the moment. I should have. And I haven't.
Loves it.
I know. I should have. And then the other one is.
You can probably find out, reach out to her.
I definitely could. Jen would know. I could ask Jen to tell her.
That would be easy.
And I stood there and I was like, I put my hand on the skirt and I was like starting to cry. And she's like, you can hold it up if you want. You can see it. She's like, she's telling me all the details about it. I'm just holding it. And I'm like, I'm like, it's really beautiful. I'm like, sorry, I'm crying. I'm just like, this is so soft. I probably sounded like an idiot.
You're crazy little giraffe guy. Tell her, get away from I'm trying to sell my stuff here and you're crying over the skirt and you didn't even buy it. Well,
it was meant for like a little girl. Like I couldn't have worn it or anything. But I need to ask, I need to either read more of Lauren's book or have her on this podcast and be like, why do I feel like I can't tell the person in the moment what this is doing for me? Like, I feel like it's too much, so I don't say anything. I just take it in.
Okay. I guess I don't understand that.
Well, and the same thing happened, like...
You could fill me in. I would love to enjoy these moments with you.
As I am right now.
Yeah.
So there was another moment that happened that was also significant with a pink polka dot bow. And I should probably tell you, so it happened with our friend Allison from Make-A-Wish. So she comes up to me, and I hadn't seen her for a while. And... she went to the tattoo fundraiser event that the shop put on in Saskatoon, like months ago. And she's like, oh, you haven't seen my tattoo yet that I got, because she hadn't seen me in forever. And she's like, take a look at my tattoo. Guess what it was?
A giraffe.
No. It was
a big polka dot bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Not just like on its own, or?
No, it was on like Minnie Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
But there was probably 100 different tattoos.
And she made a point of showing it to you, which is really
she made a point of showing it, and she didn't get the ones that said Brave or Bella's Fox. Like there was so many to choose from. She chose that one, and it was Minnie's head with the pink polka dot bow.
How many other people showed you tattoos that night?
Nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody.
That's cool.
And I'm like, and the owner of the shop was there, the tattoo shop. She was there. I said hi to her, gave her a hug and everything.
They're
and
cool.
Yeah. And then I was just like, so I'm like holding Allison's wrist, crying again.
Did you tell her?
No.
Oh my gosh. That's like,
I know, I couldn't. I was just like, oh, I don't know. I was just like, it doesn't hit me like a ton of bricks.
Were you dehydrated by the end of this?
I had a lot of water, but I don't know. I got to figure that part out, because it's hard. It's hard in the moment to share that. Mm-hmm. I mean, people were walking around mingling, and it's like in between stuff. Like there was a fashion show, and then it was like Keynote, and then it was MC, and then they had like these amazing like pole dancers, 3 pole dancers and a hoop dancer going on. It was really cool.
This was at the ladies' event?
Yeah, at the gala event. This is all the gala event. And then there's like the trade show. Pole dancers, trade show, fashion show, keynote speakers, awesome food, all at TCU. It was like an event. So there's lots going on. And then, of course, I had...
I'm just biting my tongue right now.
What? Why? Why?
That was quite the occasion.
Oh, yes, it was.
And then there was a dance at the end?
No, there wasn't a dance. That was Jen just saying earlier. She was like, if you want to do something for your birthday, we can go out dancing after. I'm like, it's a Thursday night. Like, she's like, oh, we dance here in Saskatoon. And
yeah,
I was like, really? I was like, what, do they have some like JD's, like Regina?
I can't remember what the bar was that we used to go to there.
But there is bars there.
Lots of good bars there.
Anyways, by the time we got done and chatting and hugging everyone and like going back to the hotel room, it was like 11. So
yeah. And
then Amy and Ashley were in heels.
Past your bedtime.
Amy and way past my bedtime. Ashley laughed at me when my little alarm on my phone at 10 p.m. said bedtime reminder.
It would be like 9:45.
Yeah.
Time to start
She's like, oh, hang on. Yeah. But they also had open-toed heels on. So, and they had long gowns, whereas I had like a short dress. They had long gowns, and it's like, nah, you don't go out like dancing in those gowns. So it's like, no, let's go back to the hotel and chill, veg, and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that. And yeah.
And you finally are home now.
Yeah. Now I'm home. Drove home. Oh, this morning I got to another part that worked out, that really worked out for me being in Saskatoon, was the recent fundraiser I've had with Brave Gowns on Instagram, if you've seen. So my friend Summer from California, she has been running Brave Gowns for years. She's gifted Bella many Brave Gowns. And she had recently partnered with me to have the Bella Brave Legacy Project logo on the sleeve of her Brave Gowns and create a fundraiser so that we can gift 302 of these hospital gowns for kids at our Regina, Saskatchewan hospital and our Pattison Children's in Saskatoon. So I got to deliver some of those today. And I was really, really excited to do that. I'll have to post it on my stuff later, but we did a photo at Pattison Children's with the gowns. And I'm just really excited that I could personally gift them the gowns in person on Valentine's Day for the kiddos there.
Sure.
And these gowns are amazing. So Summer's worked, she has so many fun designs, but the kids, it's an opportunity for the kids to be comfortable in a hospital gown that buttons in ways that can go around their cords and their lines. And Bella's wearing them. She loves them because they also double as like dress up, right? So you go on her website and you can pick anything. There's like firefighter, pilot, baseball player, or you can design your own, or you could like the ones she gifted had this cute little bunny blowing a bubblegum bubble. And like for Valentine's Day, they had like the little heart candies that said Brave. And I was really excited. So she was really, really worried that the shipment wouldn't get there in time for me to actually hand deliver them, but it did.
Oh, that was this morning.
Yeah, that was this morning. Yeah.
No way.
So
to a bunch of kids or?
Well, they're specially packaged so that they're clean and sterile. So I can't open them and hand them out, but we can give them to child. Like I gave them to the foundation and the foundation gives them to Child Life and Child Life can distribute them as needed.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
you're very chatty today.
I just got in. I haven't told you about my last 3 days.
I mean, yeah, you've been doing nothing but talk for 3 days. I thought you might be a little worn out. Here you go.
No, I'm not. No, not at all. I have so many details to catch you up on and our podcast listeners.
Well, don't tell me without recording it, right?
Right? Okay, you pressed record.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. So if you want to check out, for our listeners, if you want to check out Brave Gowns on Instagram, you can still, I have the link still up. You can still go to my link in my bio. It's in there. And you can donate to purchase a gown for a kid in hospital and it'll go to one of our 2 Saskatchewan hospitals for kids, the Pete's Wards or the Pattersons.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I'm just really happy. Like Summer is amazing. She works so freaking hard. And it was just so easy for her to be like, let's do this. I want to put the Bella Brave Legacy Project logo on the sleeve. So just even to know that the kids have this gown from Bella, like it means a lot, you know?
Oh, she'd love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really, really, really special.
Well, I've been up to not much.
Wait, is this your mystery topic time?
No, not at all. I was going to tell you about...
Oh.
I had some friends over last night. That was okay.
Yeah, tell me about what are you doing?
That's it.
Okay, so just so...
I do a lot of work from home.
Just
people
to recap.
Are wondering. And then last night, what are we recapping?
That I was gone Wednesday for my birthday in Saskatoon. Thursday was a gala and today's Friday and I'm home. So I've been gone since my birthday.
Yeah. So they just came over. We had some golf. I've decided I might have to take a little break from sim golf.
Why?
Well, my elbow. I think it's getting a little sore.
Do you have tendinitis? Is that a golfer's elbow?
I think I have tendinitis. I was terrible last night.
You were literally golfing 24/7, but could it also be the cold?
No. Oh, it's nice and warm in the garage.
Right.
Take a pause.
It's still winter.
No, I gotta take a pause.
Do you need to wrap it with like, what do they call that stuff? Like,
I just gotta take some time, like my wounds.
You actually have to take a break?
I think so. Come back hot.
That's
in a
crazy.
week.
Okay, has your golfer friends ever experienced anything like that?
Maybe.
They don't have their own golf sim, so it's not like they could be golfing as much as you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Not as much.
Yeah. Okay, so what else happened?
Waylon
was good?
Waylon was great. I was going to say, so I had a fun little segment for us. So we watched the Super Bowl on Sunday, Kendrick Lamar. We talked a lot about that.
Yeah, I feel really dumb that I thought that that's who Kylie Jenner's ex was, and it's not. It's not. It was Travis
Scott.
Like, how did I mix up Kendrick Lamar and Travis Scott?
Anyways, his Super Bowl halftime show, we were laughing because we had no idea what he sings. You clearly didn't know who he was either.
It's been all over my TikTok, but go on.
But in it, there's something in his halftime show that I thought we could really relate to. Okay. Can you guess what that was?
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me guess. Because what I've seen so far is I haven't looked.
I bet most of our listeners would be able to relate to it as well.
Okay. What I know so far is that there was a lot of symbolism for America, which generally they're supposed to shy away from at the halftime show, like the performers. So there was that symbolism of the American flag and that actor, what was his name? The actor.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson.
Right?
And like the...
As Uncle Sam.
That
was cool.
There was his diss to Drake, which has just made this hilarious meme on socials where he's like... And then there's all this talk about his bell-bottom jeans. And were they from Timothy... I forget his last name. Timothy... Chalet?
Is that maybe what I'm talking about? Ding, 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 ding.
Are you talking about the bell bottoms?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I am.
Okay.
And so I thought apparently pop culture, like 90s and 2000s pop culture is the big thing right now. And I guess it is, right? Is that what you've heard? Maybe I'm wrong.
I've just heard that those jeans sold out. And I'm like, how? No, I don't.
So, okay. Are you not going to get flared jeans?
No.
Why not?
No. Okay. I had them. I'd been there.
I assumed that.
Oh, yeah. I can go to my mom's house right now and grab them. They're still there in my old dresser drawer. Pull them out. I don't know what they might have been. Silver, probably. I think I wore a lot of silver jeans or mauve jeans.
Okay.
And they were the flare. And I, just like every other elder millennial, I would wear them with like my wedge heels or my Doc Martens. They would get wet in the puddles. And yeah, I rocked them probably from grade 6 all the way to like grade 12.
I knew you'd be able to talk on them.
Oh, yeah. But to wear them now, I'm like, I am too in love with the leggings and the like kind of.
You don't wear any jeans.
Like the athleisure look. No, I love the athleisure look with the socks over your like Lulus or your like leggings. And, you know, the Ugg boots or the Ugg slippers or like the runners. Like, I really like that look.
So can you think of something that you do want to make a comeback from that time?
Ooh.
Okay, maybe it's easier. Can you think of something you don't want to make a comeback? Probably the flare jeans.
The flare jeans, no. The Doc Martens, no. The tight like tank tops with the belts and like the big thick scarves around your neck, no.
Oh, the Rise jeans.
Look, no. Okay, I was the one.
I ate it all.
Oh my God, no. I just did it all. And I'm like, no, never again. It's so uncomfortable.
Okay, one thing that you do want.
What is there?
Anything from that time here?
What is uncomfortable that I used to wear? Oh, okay. Well, maybe it never went away, but I used to like the crew neck sweaters. Okay, you know what I did? I don't know if people did this, but if this is kind of, I don't know, anything I like is comfortable now and it was part of back then, but crew neck sweaters, I used to wear those all the time, baggy crew necks and like tight pants. But the t-shirts, so like when you wear a t-shirt with jeans or a t-shirt with any kind of pants and you just tuck in the little bit in the front. I did that all the time, but I still do it now. And some people do that with like their button-up shirts and their
But you don't wear jeans.
Well, you can wear it with any pants.
Oh.
You just tuck it into that look of like just the like the little floof in the front.
Yeah.
And then longer in the back. I used to do that all the time, like grade 7.
That's great. So, and the other thing that's coming back big time is, well, not just fashion, but music as well. So there's a lot of like pop punk bands that maybe they don't have their like number one hits right now on the radio, but their concerts and their touring is huge right now. So like Blink-182, Avril Lavigne, My Chemical Romance, Sum 41, Paramore,
Are they all
Charlotte,
doing tours?
New Found Glory. They all have these massive tours going on. And it's kind of neat because people are rediscovering them now.
Yeah.
Too, because just like TikTok and Reels and
it's like
everything.
that movie where that guy
Screaming, everyone has access to all these really cool bands.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. And all of us elder millennials are like, yeah, guys, we've been telling you this whole time. This is the good stuff.
I don't know if NSYNC and like Britney Spears are coming back. Right? Maybe I guess they are. They're on shows though, right?
No, it would be more like all the ones you just mentioned.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that movie where that guy goes back in time and then something happens and he's like inventing the Beatles music and he's like getting rich off of it. And it's
right.
Like, wait a minute. I'm the only one that was in the future. And then he's like,
is it like that?
It's about, oh, I can't remember. But
it's
something like that where he's just like, nobody understands what good music existed. And then it's like he takes claim of like inventing it all. It's like these Beatles songs.
And the one I haven't mentioned yet is Creed. And it being like total meme culture, right? With it just like taking all of their super serious songs.
Could you imagine a Creed concert right now?
I could imagine it. They've been in like Calgary and Edmonton, and they have this shipwreck tour out in Florida where they have all these cool concerts on cruise. Which would be awesome, but I'd probably get pretty tired of it by like day 2 or 3.
No, that would be put me on that ship. That would
I was
be
a huge Creed fan.
That would be cool. Yeah.
I thought that you would like to.
Okay, so what's making the comeback? They're just all planning tours?
They are all on tours right now. And it's big, like that's a cool thing. And it all relates back to, well, it doesn't relate back to, but Kendrick Lamar's pants kind of made me think about all this stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, like, how does that relate? Because his music is not like that, but his pants were.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still need to figure out, I don't know if we can Google it or anything, but like we need to figure out, like, it's been a question, like, did he borrow those pants? Why did he wear those pants? Are they Timothy's pants?
I don't really give a shit about it.
Oh, I like to know the backstory to that. Like, why did he decide on that look? You know, like, what does it mean?
That was my super secret topic. I like to bring one thing to the table. Otherwise, I probably won't get a word in half the time.
No, you got to do that more often. I freaking love that.
I do. I did my book review a couple times ago.
That's true.
Yeah, what did I do last week? Like Super Bowl coverage last week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
That's good.
I've been bringing one little hit every time.
One little hit. That's all you get.
Anyways.
Okay. All right. I got a couple more here hits.
Oh, no.
Okay. No, the one is kind of helpful. And I just wanted to share it. It's kind of short, but it's a tip that I received from counseling last week that I thought was really
good way to send things off.
Yeah, really important. Where did I leave it? I made a note. Okay. So this is what I wrote down. The counseling session I had today was I journaled after, and you'll see why. Is a very good point to talk about is the thought processing. The thought, what you go through when you have a thought that is not helpful, or it's something you just can't, it's something you need to put away or get rid of or just not dwell on. And the physical importance of writing that down, write that thought down, write down what's bothering you, write down what's stressing you out, write down what you can't figure out.
Okay. So I'll write down like my golf game was terrible last night.
Or write down.
I don't think that actually matters.
Casey said my golf game was terrible and it's bothering me that he thinks I'm a bad golfer. Right? Okay. Write that down. This is very like, whatever is bothering you is stressing you out. Yeah.
Okay.
But physically write it down on paper or something similar like journaling. But I figured paper was like a good way to do this. But do it when the thought enters your mind. So like right now, like you could have it on your phone and later
it's too late.
Write it on paper.
It's very deep now.
It's very deep. But this is how you get rid of it so it doesn't anguish you anymore. Okay.
I walk away from the game.
No.
That's what I've planned.
You write it down and you think about it and process it with facts and feelings. So you think about it.
I got the facts. My score was atrocious.
You're writing this right. No. Okay. So this was my score. And then, feelings. I didn't really like my score. Casey hated my score. Whatever your feelings are and the facts are of that, what you wrote down. Decide what you can do and what you can't do and let go of it in a physical way. Okay. So this is how you're processing that thought. So the thought doesn't torment you over and over and over again. Okay. So you think it out, you write it out, you process it by fact, you process it by feelings, what you can do about it, what you can't do about it, whether you're writing that all down or journaling it. But I like the idea of physically writing it on paper and then to let go of it so it can't bug you, torment you, bother you anymore. You physically burn it, burn that piece of paper, rip it up, throw it in the garbage, burn it, however you want to process it physically. That's the action of letting it go. And you can't let that thought bother you and torment you anymore.
Huh.
I thought that was a really useful tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've struggled with, thoughts that, someone can just come up to you and be like, well, don't think about it anymore.
Right.
Get that out of your head or ignore it. And it's like, for some people just saying that to them, is like, saying to someone who's drowning, oh, just get out of the water.
Right.
No, I can't. Like I need something physical, something different, a process.
No, it's helpful.
Yeah. I just thought that was a really helpful tip that I received.
I might have to try that out.
From counseling.
I got some time on my hands.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Thanks, honey.
Yeah. We never got to my Valentine's Day.
Well, Bus is going to be here right away.
I know. He's going to walk in the door right away.
Valentine's Day what?
Well, I wrote down some interesting facts, and we could end it with some interesting facts.
Give me one hot Valentine's Day take.
The first Valentine that was a letter was from prison. Interesting Valentine's Day fact, right?
The first Valentine's Day letter was from prison?
From prison, yeah. The first Valentine is said to have been written by Saint Valentine himself. Legend has it he sent a love letter to the jailer's daughter, who he had signed it from your Valentine.
That is a spicy move.
Yeah.
He was in jail. Oh, so I'm sure he didn't get out too quickly after that.
His name was Valentine. Yeah. The origin of Valentine's Day is said to believe to have started in ancient Rome as a festival called Lupercalia. I hope I said that right. It was later Christianized and associated with Saint Valentine, a priest who performed secret marriages for young lovers. Defiance of Emperor Claudius II. Emperor.
Well, if you're listening on Monday, February 17th, about, geez, that Valentine's Day was pure garbage.
We
Who do I get to blame it on? There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Wonderful stuff there.
Yeah, that's good. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody, for this Kyla Just Got Home and Let's Chat segment.
Yeah, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Yeah, take care and always stay brave. And we'll see you next week on Beyond Brave. Bye.
Have fun in all you do. Having fun helps me be brave, and I think it can help you too. So don't be afraid to be silly.